Do you believe in angels? One morning I arrived at work and my car was almost out of gas. I looked at the gauge and I remember thinking to myself, Dave, you better get gas before you leave for your doctor's appointment later today. Well, as you can imagine, I was in a rush when I went to the doctor and I totally forgot to fill up the tank. Driving down the freeway, I was congratulating myself on managing my time so well, and I thought I might actually arrive a little early for my appointment. Suddenly, my car began to sputter and lose power. What could be the problem, I wondered? And then it hit me. The car was running out of gas. It was the time of day when there was a lot of commercial trucks on the freeway, but I was able to navigate the vehicle safely to the shoulder of the road. I was grateful for the gas can in the back, even though it was empty. At least I wouldn't have to buy another one. I looked up and I saw a sign that said that the next exit was a half a mile away. I could make that. I thought I'm probably not going to be able to make my doctor's appointment though, so I picked up my mobile phone in one hand and I grabbed the petrol can in the other hand and I began to walk. And as I walked, I called the doctor to let them know that I would not be making my appointment on time. But they put me on hold. Suddenly, coming over the hill, I saw a short, tan, dark-haired man walking towards me with a red gas can in his hand. He was about a quarter mile off when I first saw him, and I remember thinking, I don't remember seeing another car pull over on the side of the road. Poor guy, I wonder how long he's got to walk. I remember thinking, did I lock the doors to the vehicle before I left? Because that guy is going to walk right past my car. As he got closer, I intended to wave and to walk past, but he looked directly at me and he stepped into my path and he said two words that I will never forget. In a very rich Hispanic accent, he said, "For you. Are you selling it? Do you want me to buy it?" "No," came the response. "For you." Again, he gestured with the can towards me. I couldn't believe it. What is actually happening? People don't just walk down the road with a gas can full and wait to help a total stranger, especially not one from another country. Now, what many of you may not know about me is I too am an international. I was born in another country, so dealing with an international sometimes is easier for me than even dealing with somebody in this country. But in this situation, I was totally blown away. In the end, he poured the gas into my empty container and he absolutely would not accept any offered remuneration. He simply said, "Today for you, maybe tomorrow for me." And he turned and he walked back the way he came. Of course, I thanked him humbly and profusely and I walked back to my car a little more in tune with my surroundings. I made my appointment on time as well. I learned a lot of lessons that day and I'll let you unpack them on your own, but two that stand out in my mind are never judge a book by its cover and do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, because in doing so, some have entertained angels unaware. I don't know about you, but the next time I see a stranger stranded and in need, I'm going to be a little bit more likely to lend a hand, or maybe even a can. I'm Dave Lacey, and this has been A Point of Perspective.